This video is brought to you by my Discord server's art contest. Weird, right? This month over on the Loading Crew Discord server, we are holding an art contest. Most of the time this is fan run, but now there are official prizes. The rules are simple. Join our Discord server, draw an illustration of our characters matching a theme, submit it into the art contest and fan art gallery, and you've entered. The theme this month is Summer Nights, and if you have a ton of ideas, there's no limit to the number of entries you can make. So if you have more than one idea, feel free to just drop them in. The prizes this year are coupons to the Loading Crew website, a special Discord title, and of course we will be displaying all of the submitted work in future videos. Check out some of the submissions from last month's from the Summer Days contest. More rules are available in the announcements on the Loading Crew Discord server. We do ask that you keep your submissions tasteful and fun, so please no gore, hate speech, illegal activity, or tax evasion. Seriously, do not draw our characters committing tax fraud. Seriously, don't do that. I really don't want you doing that. Join the Loading Crew Discord server and I'll see you there. Howdy friendos, my name is Stuart and welcome to another weird alignment entry, set in 1957 during the Cold War. The film focuses on a boy named Hogarth who befriends a gigantic metal robot that fell from outer space. The boy found the robot lost and confused in the wilderness, attempting to eat the transmission lines at a power station. Hogarth then learns that the giant is friendly, and then the rest of the movie is him and Hogarth attempting to dodge detection, find a place to live, and eventually learning about the value of life. Where the giant comes from and what the giant's purpose is currently unknown to all characters in the movie, including the giant himself. When the robot landed, it seemingly bashed its head and seemingly damaged its own programming. Although considering it is armed to the teeth, this might actually be a good thing. Considering that the giant at this point is basically a large child learning about the basics of life, while trying to coexist with its friends as peacefully as possible, we will start the giant's alignment at true neutral. Other than that, this is a really simple, self-contained story with lots of charm and tons of heart. And with that out of the way, let's go.
Prisoner, drop the device immediately and retreat to your cell or we will open fire.
I am Groot!
The Iron Giant goes around and eats. It isn't being malicious, but he is just snacking on anything that he finds edible. It does lead to him getting electrified and rescued by Hogarth. Neutral. Iron Giant and Hogarth meet while looking for each other. The Iron Giant recognizes that Hogarth is friendly after saving him from the night before, but is observing, trying to understand him. Neutral again. Following Hogarth for a while, Iron Giant begins to chow down on some train tracks. He stops after Hogarth tells him and attempts to fix it as a train comes. Neutral good. As he repairs himself, Iron Giant's hand gets curious and roams Hogarth's home. He does try to follow Hogarth's instructions and hide from Mansley and Mrs. Hughes. Lawful neutral.
Sorry. This guy is Superman.
The Iron Giant learns about Superman after realizing he needs food. Following Hogarth, he gets more. He does try to follow Hogarth's instructions as to not expose himself to the citizens of Rockwell. Lawful neutral. When Hogarth doesn't immediately return, Iron Giant begins eating the scrap in the scrapyard. When Dean tries to run away with Hogarth, Iron Giant chases them before Hogarth convinces him to stop. Lawful neutral.
You don't even know where he came from, or what the hell he is.
He's my friend.
After munching on some of Dean's art, Iron Giant tries to fix it. He even begins helping Dean with some of his biggest projects while staying in the scrapyard. Lawful good. Iron Giant, Hogarth, and Dean all have a ball together. They play rockets, and they also go swimming and just have a blast. Neutral good.
Well, I guess he decided to...
Iron Giant learns the concept of death after meeting a deer shortly before it's shot. His defense system almost kicks in upon seeing the rifle, but Hogarth snaps him out of it. It's a sad, touching scene where Iron Giant learns that it's wrong to kill, but not bad to die. Neutral good.
Here he is.
After getting warned by Hogarth, Iron Giant manages to trick Mansley and the army with the help of Dean. Lawful neutral.
You just blew millions of Uncle Sam's dollars out of your butt!
Despite Hogarth's wishes, Iron Giant doesn't want to be a menace to society. He instead wants to be Superman. Yeah, lawful good. When the playing goes too far, Iron Giant's defense system kicks in and nearly kills Hogarth. Admittedly, he doesn't seem to have full control of these powers, and when Dean points out Hogarth could have died, Iron Giant runs away. Chaotic good.
It's big. It's walking away. Holy cow!
While traveling alone, Iron Giant hears two boys in danger in Rockwell. He rushes in, exposes his existence, but saves the boys from certain death. Neutral good. As Iron Giant flees from the attacking military, he takes no offensive tactics, instead running from Rockwell and protecting Hogarth the entire time. Lawful good.
Damn, that was close.
After believing Hogarth has been killed by the army, Iron Giant gives into his defensive weapons and begins to attack the army. Chaotic good for avenging?
It's bad to kill. Guns kill. And you don't have to be a gun. You are what you choose to be.
Hogarth manages to distract and convince Iron Giant back to his senses. He goes back to the army to try to convince them that he's friendly. Neutral.
Launch the missile now!
You mean we're all going to
die, Mansley, for our country.
screw our country? I want to live!
After stopping Mansley and realizing the nuke will come down and blow everyone up, Iron Giant makes the ultimate sacrifice to save the town. He goes up and, in an at-20 scene, gets hit by the nuke to save the town, so it won't be destroyed. Lawful good. So, with this movie, it's a little harder to justify as many actions as possible. Iron Giant, in his own movie, spends most of his time basically learning how to adapt himself to Earth, and then as the government gets involved, he's mostly just reacting by trying to keep himself and Hogarth safe. I'm pretty sure no one will disagree that Iron Giant is a good aligned character, and if I had to fudge the dings a little to demonstrate that, that's fine, right? Is that really too much of a problem? Anyway, not much to say about the Giant other than he's a good boy, and this is a really good movie. Especially good commentary about, like, Cold War mentality. Wow, we could all use a little bit more acceptance in our lives, you know? Anyway, don't forget to join our Discord server and check out all the cool fan art, and feel free to participate in the contest. And I'll see you next time.